to Channel Idol. And now, the farm report. Crop stats from Chaonia Prime are in. It's been a bumper season for Ulu and squash. Sun leaned forward to examine a badly damaged Corvette coming through. There's the Bolsajo. Look at that debris trail. It's pulling half its guts along. A flash of gold by one of the gates caught her eye. The steady buzz of conversation died away, choked off as a swirl of unexpected movement entered the concourse. Silence fell except for nervous coughs and the rhythmic hiss of the ventilation system. Octavian released the clip that held a concussion rifle against his back and placed his body between the princess and the densest part of the crowd. The sea of onlookers parted, people stepping out of the way as a man and his entourage carved a path toward her across the gleaming expanse of deck. "Stand down," Sun said dryly to Octavian. "It's my father." Prince Joao was dressed in a cobalt blue jacket, rigged with gold chains, white jodhpurs, and embroidered boots. A glimmering network of lines across his face, like a shining neural tattoo, marked him as a royal of the Gatoi. His honor guard identified him as a consort to the queen-marshal. Instead of a respectable contingent of decorated Chaonian Marines like Octavian, he traveled with his own personal cohort of Gatoi banner soldiers. There were 6 of them today, walking with the easy grace of a people trained from childhood to fight to the death if need be, and never regret the dying. Everyone in the concourse kept their distance from the perilous Gatoi, and guardedly turned so as not to have their backs to them. Those closest made sure to avoid looking directly at their eyes. Prince Joao halted in front of the princess as his people set up a perimeter, facing out toward the concourse. First, he gave Octavian a nod. Then he surveyed Sun, from the blood-red garrison cap perched atop her head to the polished toes of her shipboard boots. His hand flicked out, and she stiffened, face heating with a flush. He intended to adjust some infinitesimal misalignment of her jacket, and she could not stop him without appearing rude to her esteemed parent. But just before he touched her clothes, he recalled the nature and size of their audience. With a flourish of the hand, as if a theatrical gesture was what he'd intended all along, he indicated her uniform without handling it. "The drabness and modesty of an unmarked duty uniform is an adept statement, especially since it will be contrasted with the flamboyance of your successful flanking maneuver. With the way you not only broke and routed the enemy line, but used your attack group to surround and destroy the Fiend Command ship and its escort." "How does Channel Idol already know the details of the course of the battle and my part in it?" she demanded. "I claimed passage on the fast courier, so I'd be the first to bring news of the victory to the queen-marshal." "And has Eirene seen you?" A familiar churn of frustration tightened her chest. "She has not. Even though the Palace Corvette is docked at Pier 8, I was told she isn't yet on station." "How like her," Joao murmured, but his watchful gaze remained on Sun, measuring her reaction. "Breathe, princess," said Octavian in her ear. "Don't let your temper control you." She breathed a slow inhale and exhale, and after making a slight alteration to the alignment of her jacket, was able to speak in something approaching a normal tone. "I was required to give my report to Crane-Marshal Zhao Fu. He only had his son with him. Anas, obviously, not James." "2 of the most tediously pompous people in existence," remarked Joao. "My point is that none of the ministries or palace officials have made a statement about the battle yet. She'll blame you for the leak to Channel Idol and be furious." The prince raised perfectly sculpted eyebrows. "However shall I manage Eirene's notorious temper? I quake in my authentically detailed boots." "Did you leak it? Because if you did, you must have known it would anger her. When she's angry at you, it affects how she treats me." "No, I did not leak the news. I expect your mother had it leaked as soon as Zhao Fu pinged her your report." "Why would she leak it? Why not just release the official report? Why pretend she's not here and refuse to see me? What do I have to do? What impossible..."